Hey guys, Spring Prey here, and welcome back to our playthrough as Japan in Victoria 2. Today we're going to be resuming where we were, fighting the Ottomans, trying to defend Najd. I think we're going to just try to white peace on this. Will they let us just white peace right away? No. Okay, so we gotta beat their ass a little bit. I think I have a pretty cool idea. Now, the only other great power in the world is, the only other great power alliance that I see here is this Russia-France one. So let's see if we can... Let's call Austria-Hungary. We're going to call them to help us here, because then that means that they can't come help us against France. So let's... Oh, here. We probably should dissolve our alliance with France. Fuck them, right? Anyways, so we're going to do that. We're going to dissolve our alliance with France. You know what, though? So we probably want France and Austria-Hungary fighting against Germany, because Germany's pretty, like... Germany could beat the fuck out of them all. Maybe not Russia, too. So we maybe want Austria on our side. We maybe want Austria... yeah, I think that's going to be the most... Yeah, because then it's pretty even. So we'll get Austria to be on our side now, because they're going to help us in this war here. And let's split up our dudes a little bit so that they're not all taking attrition. Okay, and then what we can do is we can actually sneak our dudes up into... well, that's stupid. We need them in Manchuria. So we probably are going to want to backpedal a little bit here before we declare the war on Russia. We should also be discovering gas attack capability soon. We have the tech, so it should be like any day now kind of deal. Let's go kill that. Yeah, we got a good fight in there. Let's kill the Ottoman there. There's Ottoman in our country I forgot about. Yeah, we're going to get that Ottoman. And since we're going to be fighting Russia, probably let's go ahead and upgrade those forts on the Manchurian border. Alright, we got some sexy forts there already. We're about to get infiltration though, so we'll be able to get even sexier forts to go up there, since it might be a little bit of lag time in between when our troops are able to get there. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, now let's justify war. Well, we need to decrease our relations a little bit more. We want to start justifying a humiliation casus belli against these guys. And just make sure they're still allies, you know? Let's do humiliate. It's going to take like 100 days or so. Alright, and we can start backpedaling over here in Najd land. Let's start pulling troops out. Since Austria is gonna make them want a peace, yeah. Alliance offer from France, yeah, no thanks. We're justifying war against you, buddy bud. Let's see if that pisses France off anymore. Oh, minus 50. What? We lost a battle in the Queef? Alright, well. Let's not let that happen again. But as you can see, the Ottomans are trying to peace out, so that's good. We probably had them fight with the irregulars because I'm an idiot. You guys have been yelling at me recently, telling me to disband all the irregular infantry. So I'm working on that now. If I find any, I'll get rid of it. I think it's probably hiding somewhere over here. It might be hiding in Japan, because I didn't see any right there. Or it might be one of these armies right here, which would explain the failure. Manchu nationalists. Well, I'll show you what we do to those Manchu nationalists in Japan. We kill them all. And we're going to just merge this together. Seems like a pretty not balanced force, but, you know, whatevs. Alright, so it's definitely the irregular army here. Some of these guys. Yeah, they're there. Okay, I'm just going to disband that entire unit, since we don't need it anyways. And let's go ahead and build some more. Let's build those replacements. Okay. How's our justification going? We've got just a few days left. Okay, good. We can now declare war on France. Let's declare that war and see if they come. Alright, Russia did come. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and call our allies now. Let's see, will Austria-Hungary come? No. Germany? They will accept. And so will the Ottomans. Okay. Alright, cool. So it's a great war. It's no Hungary. It's just Germany versus Russia and France. Which should be pretty easy, and if not, then we can go over there and help. But, you know, that should be easily enough to do. Right, so let's get our boys in those there. We're going to get the indirect artillery fire. And hopefully we'll discover super duper great wars soon, because those are cool. Let's get all those guys in the boats. Oh, it's Persia? Persia will come. They have a pretty sizable army. Alright. Where's my army? Oh. They're helping out those guys, okay. Alright, let's pull this army back a little bit. We're going to let the Russians fight those guys. Ooh, all great wars now that if you get beyond 50% on either side, it will make everything super duper cheap. Let's go drop these guys off in Japan. Okay, and then the rest of these guys, I'll just carefully walk home. So, well, the second they set foot in Persia, they're going to actually unflag. So we'll leave them here in Ottoman land. Alright, so how is Germany doing? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think against Russia they're doing pretty good. Yeah, definitely against Russia they're doing pretty good. I think they might need to devote more troops to this France fight, but who cares, right? Let's see. What's the score at right now? Yeah, we're already 26% in our favor. Alright, let's see if we have any other allies we can call in. Nobody really that matters. I think Xinjiang and Mongolia are more liabilities rather than assets here, so we're not going to call them in. I'm going to turn off the rebel hunting, which is like the entire point of not fighting those guys. Alright, and here comes the Gigantor stacks to fight the Russians here. The Russians are going to be really, really weak over here because obviously they're getting thwacked by Germany right now. So let's get our South Korean Sea. Turn that off for now. Do we still have rebels over here? No. And ooh, we have a bunch of troops down here that got built. Great. I think that's some of our new troops that we're building that are getting crushed. Oops. Alright, well, let's start offensiving now that we have our forces here, most of them at least. We're going to want to start moving up. Moving on up. Alright. Both of these guys can head there and there. Oh, hi, France. What the fuck? How did you land troops, dude? Dude, you know I have big old battleships, bro. How did your... Like, I'm impressed that your fleet managed to land. Alright, well, anyways, let's take these 66 back across and kill those dang Frenchies. You know what? These guys might actually be nice. Let's call Guanxi in. They actually probably have enough units to make them worth it. Alright, and then this stack here, we're going to want to go pick up as soon as we move those guys back along. Call ally, Austro-Hungarian. Okay, so Austria-Hungary is now invading Germany too, which is exactly what we didn't want, but luckily it's two different wars. So let's look at the diplomatic mode. So this is our war here. Actually pretty terrifying. Is Belgium on Germany's side, I guess, in this war? Yeah, they have a few more allies than we do in this. but we're doing pretty good already. So I think that they probably took the the vinegar out of Russia already. So let's try to push our advantage a little bit. We're going to want to regroup these troops and redistribute them because some of these armies are horribly imbalanced. Let's go ahead and grab these units. We're going to want to put these on the boat as they come by. Probably should have just landed. That would have been much faster, I bet. Oh well. Alright, let's go get the rest of these guys from Persia. Persia's actually doing okay. They don't have much resistance because obviously, again, the thwacking of Russia by the Germans is no small benefit to us. It's actually a huge one, and our tech advantage over them is probably pretty hilarious right now. They are only got 16 out of 30 techs, and we are at 24. So pretty hilarious, Russia. Bad idea. You should have got biologism like we did. Idiot. Alright. Let's get our forces up here. So we can merge and figure out something more balanced. I guess Germany conceded defeat? Oh yeah, they did. Oh man. Austria-Hungary got back Bohemia? I mean, I guess that's kind of okay. Let's see, can we pull up that peace deal? I don't see it. Anyways, what the fuck, dude? Germany, come on, you wiener. I guess that was good though, because we kind of wanted them to weaken up a little bit. So I probably would have done something like similar in the peace deal if I was the one in control. I keep forgetting that Germany is actually more badass than I am, technically. I'm going to emphasize the technically part of that. Yeah, you can see just how inferior Russia is as far as technology goes and how pathetic it is trying to fight them. So I think once we move in here and kind of take over and kill a lot of the Russian armies, we're going to just... well, I'm going to hold up here still. Let's hold up. Hold up. Alright. And we want to get the rest of these guys on these boats. Okay. So now that we have our full might in Japan, we're going to get the better of those guys. And just drop them off right there at the bottom of Korea. I like how they're so tenacious in Guangxi, but they can't actually go anywhere, so it's kind of depressing. Oh. They're going to siege up Johor, which is not a good... That's a pretty good idea for them, because I'm not going to go and even bother, but it's not going to even give them any war score worth complaining about, so... Yeah, whatever. Right, let's get back over here. Kill these guys. Took a -2 because I'm a dumbass. Right, let's get this fleet back out into the water here. Split those guys and get these guys back across. We're going to get all of our dudes up here for a reorganization before the invasion of Russia. So, mush. I don't know why is this stack alive? And why did it give them so much war score, taking out like a child-sized army? Okay, let's go to Nagasaki and port up there. We're gonna upgrade our forts. Yeah, this war is going very well. How are they doing against France? It still looks like an even fight against France. Obviously, Russia is losing hard, probably because of all those fronts that they're worried about. And we're going to crush this stack here because it doesn't have anywhere to run. And once that's done, we're going to just... Good, France is already piecing out. That is a good sign. Alright, now we're going to merge all of our dudes there. And we're going to split them up into actually, hopefully, balanced units. Let's see, what is our total? It's actually pretty good. So we're going to try to get stacks of, like, smaller than 70, I hope. but we're going to get to 70 for now, and then we'll see how that does, because I think that, yep, that's just happened to be how it broke down. So let's move across here and just start attacking the border above China, because that's going to be where we have our most favorable conditions as far as attrition and stuff is concerned. And we'll see what needs changing after that. The motion carries. Oh, I forgot we had these. We have these irregulars marooned up here too. They didn't even try to fight us. I'm just going to disband that though because we don't need them. I'm going to demobilize. We don't need to mobilize. I'm an idiot. Alright, let's build some more guards. Let's build some more cannons. We should build some more dragoons next. But like I said, I'll do that next. Okay. So we got all of those awesome techs from Army. And now we can just mass focus something else. Let's see, let's do some industry stuff. I think electricity, I definitely could use some more supply limit for my dudes. I'm not going to gain any infamy, because we're going to gain enough infamy in a minute here. I'm trying to become #1 great power from this war against France. We're going to have to take some creative stuff to do that. I don't think taking any of the French mainland is a good idea, though. Alright. I will definitely outfit an expedition. I'm going to call Mongolia in, because they can use their 9,000 troops to go and siege stuff. Which will be somewhat helpful. Splitting these guys up. We'll walk these guys into Siberia in smaller stacks. How are we doing? This war, yeah, it's pretty much won. So the only thing we have to do is full siege Russia. Because Russia is not the war leader. The war leader is France. But France is actually kicking ass over here in Germany. So Germans, I think, I mean, more power to you. Sieging over here, but yeah, you probably want to focus maybe a little bit more on France. How is our mainland? That's what I'm always kind of worried about a little bit here and there. Let's, can we send our fleet to... No, France took over the Suez Canal, so it'd be a pain in the ass to send our fleet around. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and build some dreadnoughts, since we have room. And our ports are not doing anything else, those lazy ports. Let's not take that much attrition. Alright, I'm going to call Xinjiang in here as well. Even though they're kind of tiny and pathetic, it'll be a help. They might go back over here and siege this stuff for us or something, you know? We're going to go fight this stack in the army in the mountains, which is not good. Yeah, let's do that. Russia is trying to individually peace out now. Not gonna happen, Russia. Sorry. Do we still have samurai? No, our guys actually look like regular infantry and stuff. Yep, we're just moving along here. Getting those awesome increases to our combat effectiveness. We're going to decline those offers because obviously we're going to want something good. Let's get the, let's help those guys. They ran. Good. Before they killed that Prussian, or that Persian rather, not Prussian, that Persian army, we saved it. Alright, so now we kind of have to decide what we want, and also... The only thing is we're gonna be declared on by the USA for almost certainty. because they're going to see us go over the infamy limit and just be like, ooh, haha! Finally, this is our time to assert our dominance over Japan. So we're going to want to be pretty much done with the war and ready to fend off those containment wars before anything crazy happens. So we're going to want to get this pretty much sieged up, as well as France. France is going to be most of the pain in the ass. Especially France's colonies. Now, it looks like Germany is actually pushing France back here, but it's doubtful that they would actually use their navy for any good effect. We're going to go ahead and get the engine going. That might actually resurrect our economy during the war here, if we can get that running. Alright, we're starting to meet the German troops. I'm going to try and fight this Russian stack there. That worked. Alright, they're going to run north. Excellent. We've got some rebels in Guangxi, but I think they'll take them out since they had all those guys mobilized. What are the rebels anyways? Communists? We might be sympathetic to those guys one day. So yeah, the pain in the butt here is just that we have to full siege Russia, which is kind of exactly that, a pain in the butt. It's nice when you have like Russia, or when you have like the UK or somebody to do it for you. There was one game I was playing, I forget which country, it was probably like Germany or something, where like we just looked one day and we were fighting Russia with UK helping us, and all of a sudden all of Russia was sieged, and I was like, what the hell happened? It was pink. I was like, oh, thanks UK. You guys are real bros. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is going pretty well. It looks like the Germans really turned the tide over there against the French, and Russia is almost 100% siege, so we'll have to figure out what we want to take from them soon. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Spray and pray out.